We felt huge responsibility to try to find a way to symbolise the extraordinary thing that an Olympic and Paralympic Games is. And the symbolism of the flame was enormous.
We wanted the fastest velodrome in the world, the best atmosphere, the best acoustics, and so we looked very closely at all the factors that would influence performance.
You can put them up, you can take them down, you can move them, you can put them somewhere else. I think there's a real future for temporary buildings, particularly for the Paralympic and Olympic Games.
Beatboxing is a kind of vocal percussive art. And the idea was to create a building that you can experience like a musical instrument. In fact, that you can play like a musical instrument.
The whole idea of the structure was to create an indoor acoustic for outdoor performances. And it's got a really beautiful, clear sound, but also a warm sound because it reverberates within the shell before it comes out.
This building, which looks like a piece of sculpture, is very rational and has been derived from quite a rigorous process of architect and engineer working together. We took our inspiration from the bicycle. It's the most brilliant bit of engineering. It's so efficient, it has nothing superfluous on it. Every component is working really hard. We wrap the seats very tightly around the track, and then we wrap the building very tightly around the seats. And that gave this kind of direct communication between the geometry of the track and the outside of the building.
The cable net roof is a prime example. Things with two curves in both directions really allow us as structural engineers to maximise the efficiency out of the building. There's a fraction of the steel in that roof there is on a conventional roof going the same sort of distance.
The brief that was set was extremely ambitious. It asked for a very exciting and explosive experience. To convert all of that into a building and architecture takes a lot of creative energy.
It's all about focusing and creating a path for the sound waves out of the structure to the audience. And part of that is the peak, so the sound waves come up and reflect off it and project down onto the audience.
When you use PVC or fabric structures, you need to get curvature, three-dimensional curvature into the facade to keep it nice and tight. These sort of arches, they were horizontal, pushing the fabric out. And we thought if we put those at various different angles, we could produce something that was quite dynamic.
We had lots of repetition in the details. We minimised the number of components, but also maximised the size of assemblies, so that things could be lifted into place in one go.
People come from all over the world to base themselves here because of this incredible chemistry, which is to do with the way this country supports unusual forms of thinking and makes space for people to dare to challenge ideas and test things. And there are an incredible collection of institutions and places, so there's a momentum that's key here.